I've done some measurements here, and if I'm lucky, I will be able to get out my desk here without putting it apart. Or maybe not. Let's try. Let's give it a shot. Are we lucky? Save quite some hours if this works. Oops. I installed this humbucker and a little jack here, volume. This sounds like nothing else. Actually, today's Monday, but on Friday, I don't know, maybe I can release this on Friday, because that's the same day I release my Christmas lo-fi album I did, and it featured this guitar on every song. It was kind of a theme. Anyhow, I'll put this to safety. Safety is nowhere around. Over here. Let's try this. I did not expect that to work. What a beautiful studio. Oh, there is a mess. I was ready to just start screwing it apart. I thought we can take down this shit. It's a very heavy curtain. I put it up here because I recorded drums. Yeah, when I recorded that drum video with the miking the shell, I wanted to calm down the ceiling a bit, so because it's so low ceiling here. Strapped it here. I had an idea with this curtain. It hasn't been used in the way it was installed, really. Do I even own... I don't know where anything is at the moment. Gotta take a little snapshot of my old space. At the moment, this is the best thing I can find. These. I wonder if it's possible to iron this thing. It looks horrible. It is an actual acoustic curtain. There's some kind of double layer felt, and then there's some kind of other type of material inside. I think it's some kind of plastic similar to what I have in the walls. Should probably put these in a smart place. Smart place. Oh, look at this. A little box. My father did these, and he did so many of them. And it's not for me putting random stuff in. I actually had an idea once that I wanted to start a kind of a guitar pedal brand. It was a Bucket Brigade delay with a crazy LFO and with some kind of light dependent resistors, and I had it all mapped out. I mean, I had a pedal building phase. It nearly broke me and everyone around me, almost every relationship I had. Here's the thing, it's extremely rewarding to build pedals, but there is a certain mindset and certain brain you gotta have, because my brain is just tailored towards, I just gotta make it work. And I made a couple of things work, but not for that long. I just have so many pedals that just broke, and they were cool sounding. I really miss some of them. The one I miss the most, MS-20 filter pedal. That thing sounded amazing. I think we can just maybe, slide this one out. Nice. This one probably doesn't fit in the box. Put it somewhere else. The box. Got some packages today. Yeah, I'm doing some upgrades, I'm changing interface. There's a video coming up. I have been trying to decide between RME UFX III or Antelope Orion 32. They are very much in the same ballpark in terms of features and stuff like that, but I have ordered both and I will try them out. And that will be a fun video, I think. I know there are a lot of people deciding between those. And I will try out the workflow, I will try out the sound, of course, I will try out the stability and like features. But I also got one more of these, because I have 5 channels of these. And it looks very unsymmetrical in the rack. So now I will have 6 channels of the pre-73. They've changed the boxes. I can't tell enough good things about these preamps. Like, I had the warm audio, the one with the EQ and everything. This one sounds way nicer and it's cheaper. Nothing wrong with the warm, but this just sounds more like Neve. I think it's because this one has the Carnhill transformers. The warm audio has the Cinemag transformers. Let's maybe just install this little thing. I've got so much comment of how I've got so much good comments of how cozy my studio is. I'm sorry. Not that cozy anymore. Until now, I have actually used these two as my interfaces. Focusrite Claret Octopre and the Focusrite Claret 8 Pre. It's 16 channels together. They are very good for the money compared to other interfaces in that price range. It's just, this should be probably at least double the price. Very smooth sounding, quite stable as well, especially lately. Some years ago they were very unstable. They did some kind of update. This has been the annoying rack for me because this is I just want a stereo pair there. So let's screw this one off. Oh yeah, tools. Tiny, tiny screw. One little screw. There we go. And this one has been wacky. Sounds so good though on bass. Specifically. I've also upgraded the transformers because I am obsessed with transformers. So there's 3 Carnhill transformers inside here. But the actual compression is going in and out. So sometimes when I've been tracking drums, I usually have it on kick. I can see later in my session that all of a sudden my kick is super high and I'm like, fuck, I have fucked up. Because then it's this one just stopped compressing. And I guess, I have no idea what it could be. Sometimes I just do this on the high pass filter and it kicks back in. So maybe it's something with this one. I'll open it up and look. Not that if I can see anything physical, I can probably maybe fix it. But other than that, I'm not that good with that stuff. So, I feel like this is darker. It's totally darker. Let's just screw this one up. What if it's that this little thingy is? Please work next time. The difference between this one, these red ones, they have these kind of connectors, you know. A lot of these. And they are flimsy and they are breaking often. But those that are called Premier, they are hand wired, so they are much better quality, and you can tell that because none of them has ever been sketchy or anything. They have always worked. Anyway, let's check out how it's going in the studio. And if I haven't said that, this is not how my studio looks. This is just a mess because I'm building a studio in the next room here. Let's go there. Can you believe it? We got it out. It's blue. Here's where we're at. All walls are up. It's only the roof left and some cabling and stuff. Also painting the floor is happening. something that always have bothered me with the classic look of a studio is so many engineers I look up to. They don't separate talent and studio. They work in the same room as whoever records. And I really like that as well. That's how I want to do it. But this room is just a bit too reverberant to do that. However, why this color, you might ask? To be honest, it was a bit impulsive, but there's also thoughts around it. And this is the last time on this channel you will hear me say the word control room. And why? Because I hate the word. I hate the word control in something that has to do with music and art. I want this to be a modern studio. I want this to be, it should be a free space, and like, I try to quote this guy I'm thinking of. He says something along the lines, can you imagine something worse, performing and like pouring your heart out in a room and you're alone and you see people behind a glass just laughing or like doing gestures to each other or something, and then they push a button and say, can you do that again? I mean, I would never do that, but like I've seen that happen though. That's why I never will call that a control room. I will call it the studio, and this is the live room. And everything about the studio needs to be calm. I believe this is a very calming color. I look at that thing and I'm like, it looks safe. And like there will be no red lights recording. Like, who came up with that? What a bad idea. People out here, they gonna choose if they want to be seen or not. So they will have access to a curtain from the outside and do this. And that's their choice. And I don't have anything to do with it. And to expand on this idea, let me see if I can try to make a really cool thing in Final Cut and just change this floor to the color we thought. This just randomly occurred to me that the color of the other walls is kind of exactly the Neve console color. Like imagine having one of those Neve consoles here. I needed to move all of my shit. Well, if the studio fails, you can always do a little skate park here. A loud one. Here's my old studio desk. It's actually much bigger, but I wanted a smaller one because this had way too much flat surfaces around the speakers, so it gave me too much bounces. Oops. Anyway, this is where we're at. See you next time. And thank you for watching.